self-defense system called real aikido was created by Serbian master Ljubomir Vračarević. Methods of martial arts are intended for use in actual combat and street situations. Real aikido technique is aimed at neutralizing the enemy as quickly as possible and its control. Real aikido, according to the words of our founder Ljubomir Vračarević, is the art of self-defense of the 21st century. This is really confirmed by the methods of application, methods of its study, that is, without violence, without aggression, as much as possible. To learn the technique in such a way so it could become the most applicable in the real world only for self-defense. The basic principles of aikido are to use the strength of the enemy against him. If the enemy attacks you, you first need to try to keep him from attacking. Well, and if he really attacks, then make sure that his power has been turned against him. In Kazakhstan, this martial art has been developing from the early 1990s. The master Ljubomir Vračarević visited the country each year with seminars and certification. This sport doesn't have an age limit, and parents bring 6-7-year-old children for training. It is like a social adaptation, where children learn how to be in contact with each other. They don't learn to find out who is stronger, who is weaker. They learn first of all how to help each other and respect each other. And again, they are physically strong. They see progress on the studies in the school. It's just a visual observation already. Parents of children involved in these martial arts note positive changes in their formation. My son Vadim goes for the training. He's 10 years old. Real aikido classes, I believe, are not only physical training, but also spiritual. His character has improved, physical education has improved. He began to solve problems better and more quickly. He became more positive. He's in better contact with his team. He's learning how to be a team player. He became less afraid of adults. He's much better at communicating with other children. This is an increased responsibility and self-confidence. It is clear that young children get sick very often. Now he rarely gets sick. Of course, it is simply because of his physical strength and self-confidence. This, in my view, is a sport that allows you to avoid the conflict and even resolve the conflict before it starts. Well, of course, if this does not happen, it is sufficient to effectively withdraw from the conflict without loss, and probably no losses to the enemy.
Избегать конфликта и решать конфликт до его начала. Ну и, конечно, если это не получилось, то достаточно эффективно выходить из этого конфликта без потерь для себя и, наверное, без потерь для противника.
We grandparents pamper our grandchildren, and here in sports they become more disciplined. He also became more independent. More importantly, he already achieved something in sports. It was self-defense, no aggression, no sparring, and working in partnership. And I like that they playfully, not physically, although physical training is also of great importance. They playfully learn the techniques that later they can use, and flexibility of thinking is developing, so they are not only stronger, but also they become smarter and more flexible and resourceful than their opponents. Every year, new clubs of real aikido are opened in different regions of Kazakhstan. And more children are taught methods and techniques that will help them become healthier, stronger, and more confident.
Реальное айкидо в Казахстане сейчас набирает очень большой оборот. Почему? Потому что действительно...
Real aikido in Kazakhstan is now gaining a very large popularity. There is no competition for real aikido, but so many people want to learn it as self-defense. Real aikido in Kazakhstan is gaining strength because there are so many qualified instructors, masters, and a large number of clubs.
Оно набирает силу. Почему? Потому что очень много квалифицированных инструкторов появилось, мастеров, большое количество, открываются новые клубы.